Hi, it's Laurika here from Energy Artist. I want to welcome you again to my YouTube channel on this really grey, cold Swedish day. Um, Today I want to talk to you about a little bit more about the location independent life. And I'm going to highlight 3 tips for you today um, that maybe can help you get going a little bit. The first one is get yourself a postal address. When you think considering a life where you don't have a physical address, it might be a good idea to get a postal address. What I did is I got myself a PO box in London, and all my mail goes there, and then they will forward it to wherever I am in the world. All I have to do is drop them an email and say, I'm here now, please forward my mail. But it also has a second benefit because, nobody sends post anymore. It's very rare that you do get mail. But if you want to open a bank account, if you have a bank account, if you want to fill out your tax return, our life as independent people without a physical home address, life isn't made for us, right? The traditional lifestyle doesn't really allow for that. So it really helps if you can get a postal address somewhere where when you need a mobile phone contract, any of that stuff, that you can just fill in that address and there your stuff is. You can do that. The second thing is what to do with my stuff. So what I did was, firstly, I got rid of almost everything, literally everything. I was ruthless. And then what I did was, I've tried 2 things. The first thing I did was I got a storage facility, self-storage, in the UK, and I paid per year an advance, which I got a good deal, and it was only 1 square meter box room, and everything had to fit in that. That was for myself, my rule that I made, and I managed to do that, and it was really great to have my stuff safe. But it also meant that I couldn't really go back. Like when I finished traveling and I just needed a little break, I couldn't just go back and walk in and, oh, here's my stuff. You know what I mean? It was hard to do that. I had to go and take it out of storage. So what I did was, the other thing, and this works much better, is I rent a room in a friend's house, and I have all my stuff in this room. And it's a really good friend, so my rent is quite low, and I can come and go as I please. And it means that in between traveling, in between going from place to another, sometimes I want a break. I just want to have a few things around me that's my things, right? So I can just come back, and this is where I am at the moment. I'm in my room, and it's a wonderful feeling to have that. So if you can do something like that, I really recommend it. The third thing is communication device. Now, when you think of a communication device, I'm talking about a way to stay in touch with the world. What I've done is I got a really good mobile phone. I got the best I could get at the time with the money I had, because I knew once I quit my job, I'm not going to have a stable income, so I can't just go out and buy a new mobile phone. I have to buy one that's going to last me. And I also got, the reason I got the phone with a contract is that I have a phone number just in case I need one. And I have a phone to use whenever I travel in case of an emergency. You're a woman alone, you arrive at an airport in the middle of the night, you don't know where you are, you can phone someone. Phone a local taxi service somewhere, or you know, you lost, you can phone the hotel, just to have some sort of backup. That's the only reason I have the contract. The rest of the time I use my mobile phone with Wi-Fi. Buses even have free Wi-Fi now in some of the cities. You know, any place you stay at, hostels, they all have free Wi-Fi. So you go to a cafe and you get an hour, sometimes even longer, free Wi-Fi. So I don't really feel I need a contract for data, which also costs a lot, right? When you travel, even though you have these special deals, they all add up in the end. So those are the three things I wanted to talk about. The postal address that you need to think about, how to manage the stuff that you have left, and thirdly, the communication devices. But I also have like a little bonus tip for you here, and that is to just have fun. Enjoy yourself, right? Have fun with it. Don't think too much about having this lifestyle. If I had to plan every detail out on how I was going to do it, I probably never would have done it. I would have talked myself out of it. I just jumped. I quit my job. I had a vague plan, but I jumped, and I have to say that it really worked out well for me. I don't think maybe it's for everybody, but for me it worked out amazing. So yes, if you've listened so far, thank you so much. It's been a bit longer than I was hoping to record, but I also just want to say, if you have any feedback for me, if you live this life and you wanted to share some tips that you've experienced along the way, please drop me a message in the comments. And I also wrote a book about this life. It's called A Dreamer's Life, and it's available on Amazon. And again, I'll also put it below. I'll put a link for you below this video. So yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.